Hey, welcome back to Stealth Camping Adventures. Today, we are going to be stealth camping behind McDonald's. Well, the sign says that way, so let's get a move on. Well, I'm not going to lie. It looks pretty wet and muddy back there. But I don't want to keep on just sitting here in McDonald's parking lot. So let's just go ahead and let's just go in. A little bit easier without having that trailer with me today. I'm gonna have to not talk as loud. I'm walking right towards the guy's house. Son of a gun. Oh, check out what I'm looking at. I mean, this entire woods is flooded. Not too much coverage out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk a little back over more towards McDonald's, and I'm going to try to see if I can set up camp behind some oak trees because they're pretty wide and there's clusters of them here and there throughout this field. All right, let's get a move on. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna put my bike behind this dirt mound so the car's over that way can't see it as well. Well, I'm thinking about throwing up my tent somewhere in the middle of the picture. I'm not thinking I'm going to be able to set up camp until it gets a little bit dark out here. I mean, I think I'll be good around this area here. Check out my surroundings. I mean, that'll be a good place to put a tent up somewhere in the mound, or maybe back there a little ways. But if you notice, right behind those trees is that building and a house also next to that building. Here, let me stop recording for a minute and show you on MapQuest where we are at so you can see the satellite view of it. Here you go. And as you can see by that satellite footage, all around us there's buildings and there's not much room back here. All right. All right, let's walk back by the bike real quick. But as you can see out there, there's the drive-through. I mean, and we're going to be camping basically right around here. And you have all these cars in the parking lot facing the woods, eating their McDonald's and checking out all the nature. So, gonna have to be a little bit careful back here. I guess all I'm gonna do is just lay low for a little bit because it is probably a little bit after 5 o'clock, and so we're gonna be getting the rush through that drive-through and people parking in that parking lot. So I'm just gonna lay low back here for a little bit and pick out a spot to camp. And when I get ready to pick out a spot to camp, I'll bring you guys along with me. Okay. See you guys in a few. I'm just sitting down, chilling out on the ground, and wondering where I'm going to put up this tent. Because you can see, I mean, there is just like about 10 cars just parked right there, just looking into these woods. If you want to call it woods. But yeah, I'm going to have to go back out a little further. At least I'm hoping. I know it's very flooded like you've seen earlier, but I'm hoping to move back a little bit further so I don't have to see that. Just sitting there looking into the woods, enjoying some delicious McDonald's as I'm sitting here in the mud. Oh man. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to I guess go back and grab that bike and no, wait. I'm going to leave that bike there. And, yeah, let's take a walk back a little bit further. Probably going to be seen, but I don't really care. And see if there's any dry place where we can set up camp. If not, then we'll think about what we'll do next later on. All right, let's get a move on. Okay. It's looking wet. Yeah, it's wet. I don't know. Let's try back in here and see what this looks like. I don't know. Further back we go, the closer we get to that other company. And I don't know, they could be outside in this nice weather today, out there working in their yard. I don't know. Well, this looks kind of good. All right. I mean, this is going to be our place to stealth camp for tonight. All right. I mean, just enough coverage to where when I camouflage myself, no one's going to be able to see me. I'm going to have to keep my voice down, like I said 3 or 4 times already, because of that place behind me. So, anyhow, let's go back and get that bike and our gear. Yeah. Well, I'm a little more happy with this location. Back a little bit further back here. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to try my best to keep dry because it's muddier than the last place. But so what I'm gonna do when I set up camp is I'm just gonna put my tarp down. So we're gonna do things a little bit backwards today. I'm going to eat dinner way before I set up camp in this place. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit back here and for a good half hour to an hour, see if anybody comes back, and if not, then we'll eat some dinner. Let's get out some dinner while we wait for it to cool down out there a little bit. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna wait right before nightfall to set up camp. But until then, I was wrong about the time earlier. It wasn't 5 o'clock, it was 4 o'clock. Now it's about 5:15. So let's get out some dinner. Oh yeah. Of course you're gonna have to eat McDonald's. If you're stealth camping at McDonald's, right? Alright, now there's a log over that way that we could sit down and probably eat on. So come on, let's go sit on that log and eat some Mickey D's. Okay. There's that log I was telling you guys about. I am so happy that log is back here because, like I said, it's a swamp. All right. Okay, what I did is I bought 3 different sandwiches. I bought a fish fillet, I got a McDouble, and I got a chicken sandwich. Let's check them out. Let's start with the McDouble. All right. Okay, my McDouble is a wee bit cold, but I got it before I rode my bike out here. So it's a few hours old. Anyways, let's give it a go. Not bad. You know, when I bought my McDonald's back home, when I ordered it, that fish fillet, I thought it was going to be like $1. And she's like, that's $4.15. I'm like, $4.15? I'm like, holy smokes. And I said, don't you have anything, a cheaper fish sandwich? She's like, no. I'm like, all right, go ahead and give me it then. And then when I went up to the drive-thru, I told her, I said, listen, I'm sorry I sounded so shocked, but I said, when you're expecting to pay 99 cents and someone says $4.15, I said, I got sticker shocked. She laughed. See if you can see this. Right where you're looking, an F-150 just pulled up. A lot closer than I thought they were. Man, I didn't know there was a driveway right there. Anyways, I'm gonna have to shut up. Well, I haven't heard that guy behind us. So I'm going to eat one more sandwich, which is going to be that $4.15 fish fillet. Okay, so I'm going to eat this. Let's see what it looks like after it's about 4 hours old. Not too shabby. All right, I'm sure everybody has seen a McDonald's fish fillet. Now let's give it a try. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little goofy right now. Now, this is hitting the spot. I'm gonna save that other hamburger, that chicken sandwich, for later for tonight. Because I know I'll get hungry tonight. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna finish my McDonald's. And when that sun starts going down a little bit more and things settle down, I'll start putting up camp and we'll get the ball rolling. Catch you in a few. Well, it is 6:30 and we have an hour and 39 minutes of daylight left. So what I want to do is go ahead and start setting up camp. I mean, those cars right there, they're going to keep pulling in and they're going to keep just looking into the woods directly at us. So all I can hope is that they don't see somebody moving around out here. Anyways, let's go back over by my bike and get my tarp. I don't know if you can see them. Let me see if I can zoom up. That car right there, that gray one, he has been sitting there looking directly our way for the last 30 minutes. I was hoping they would leave by now. I guess they're really chowing down in that car right there. All right, I mean, I'm going to get a move on because I don't want to do this in the dark, especially in all this dang mud. All right, let's get that tarp now. All right, what I'm going to do is probably put it right there. Well, that guy in the silver car is still sitting there. So what I'm going to do is take my camouflage netting and drape it over the trees to block his view. All right, let's get that camo netting out of our pack and block that guy's view of us. Well, I feel much better having that netting blocking that parking lot in McDonald's. Now the guy can't see us. So, I mean, there's always at least 4 to 5 cars facing our direction, looking right at us. No, I don't know if they're looking at us, but they're definitely looking in these woods. But anyways, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this tent. What I mean by that is I'm not sure if I'm going to put my mattress out. Because if I want to leave really quick over here, something happens, then that's one less thing. It'll save me about 8 minutes if I don't put my mattress out. But I might just go ahead and put my sleeping bag right in there and crawl in there and call it a night. Soon. Yeah, I brought my cooking stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it tonight. Okay, let's put that pack inside the tent. Man, it is so muddy. Horrible. Well, it is going on 7 o'clock. So we have basically our camp set up. The only thing I got to put in there is my jacket for my pillow and put the rain fly on, and we're good. But man, it is going to be nice when this ground dries, because man, it takes me it took me hours and hours to clean up from our last stealth camping adventure. But it'll the ground will harden soon. That's why I was telling you guys about the bug out bags. If you guys have them, go out and use them. I'm telling you, because if you just think you have everything that you need and you go out there in the wild, you're going to be like, ooh, I should have got this. Ooh, I didn't need that. Yeah, I should have got that too. So if you have bug out bags, use them. And use them in all seasons so you can learn to camp in all seasons, all 4 seasons. But anyhow, enough with lecture number 2. I am just in a goofy mood because I am it feels like it's just a blessing being out here. I mean, with nature and hiding a little bit, and just the adventure of doing this. You just don't know what you're walking into, you know? You don't know if you're walking into a nice, beautiful set of woods, nice and open and spacious, or if you're walking into complete hell. But this, I would rate this almost complete hell, but not quite. It's just muddy, but besides that, it's not too bad. It could be worse. But I guess, all I'm going to do is grab my jacket here, put it inside the tent, and I'll probably just go back on that log over in that direction and sit down for a little bit. I mean, I have my folding chair on my bike, but I don't want to take it out. It'll just get complete muddy mess, and I don't want to even deal with it tomorrow morning. But yeah, that's what I'll probably do. Chew some tobacco and sit on that log and wait for that sun to go down. And I mean, once usually the sun goes down, usually you're pretty good. Anyways, I'm rambling. I will see you guys in a bit. Man, that guy is still there too. Hello, everybody. It is 11:35, and I'm ready to call it a night. I think I had about enough of stomping through mud for one day. But besides all the mud, it has been a fantastic day. It was nearly 60 degrees, though it's going to go down to 31 tonight, and so it should make for a little bit of a chilly morning. But hey, I'm used to that. But I guess I'm gonna call it a night. I don't see anybody coming back here tonight. I can't see anybody coming back here tonight because it is so muddy. Someone would probably walk just about 10 feet back here and be like, the heck with that. Because by my tent, the more you walk around your tent, the more you sink in the mud. So when I first started putting up the tent, I was thinking about maybe a half inch. By the time I got in the tent for the night, I was down about 3 to 4 inches. Anyways, I'm going to kill this light and listen to some good old radio programs. I've been still listening to the old radio show, Life of Riley. So I'm going to listen to some Life of Riley and get some shut-eye, and I'll see you in the morning. All right, good night, y'all. Good morning, everybody. It is about 7:35 in the morning, and it was a good night. a little bit cold. The ground was much colder than I thought. So about 11:30 at night, I blew up my mattress and laid on top of my mattress. It was just too cold to lay on top of the ground without a mattress. But anyways, I am not looking forward to stepping in that. So what I am going to do is I'm going to get as much stuff ready inside the tent as possible. Roll up my mattress, my sleeping bag, get all my belongings together, and do everything inside the tent. Because outside the tent, you guessed it, mud. All right, well, I want to get the heck out of here while the getting's good. All right, I'm just going to see you guys when we're all packed up and ready to go. I am all finished getting everything ready to leave. All right, I'm not going to go back out the way that we came in by McDonald's. I'm just going to walk straight out to that road. Well, I thought there's sidewalks this way. That's why I walked out this way. And there's not. But there is more mud. Check it out. Oh, there's the sidewalk. Oh. Well, thank you for coming along again on another stealth camping adventure. If you like what you're watching, please share these videos. It really does help the station grow. And the more subscribers, the more videos I'll plug out. All right. Well, until next time, I'll see ya when we go stealth camping.